I've discovered something amazing.
What happens when you combine one studio, 2 new hosts, and the ability to broadcast to the entire nation? Nothing can possibly go wrong. Well, let's find out. This is the Sunday Experiment with Luke and Lewis.
That's right, Sunday Experiment with Luke and Lewis. I'm Lewis, and here's Luke.
Hey guys, I'm Luke. Yeah, this is my friend Lewis. Take it away,
guys,
Lewis.
I'm Lewis, and this is the show. Welcome. Pretty soon, we're going to be playing the name game.
She sounds like Jim.
She sounds like Stacy.
He might be Dave.
She might be Jane.
We'll guess your name. We'll guess your name.
13 10 60. The name game.
That's right, we're going to be playing the name game, so call us on 13 10 60 if you have a name.
That's all you need. It's one of, I would say, the easiest level of participation for a radio game. But on our end, yeah, the hardest to win.
Yes.
Because our job is to guess your name by asking 3 simple questions. So if you think you've got what it takes, which is a name, to play, then give us a call and, yeah, we'll try and guess your name next.
Talk to you soon. It's Luke and Lewis. Luke and Lewis, and we're playing the name
He
game.
sounds like Jim.
She sounds like Stacy.
He might be Dave.
She might be Jane.
We'll guess your name. We'll guess your name.
13 10 60. The name game.
That's right, we're playing the name game. We've had a bunch of people call us. We assume they all have names as they are human beings.
Well, that's the one requirement to call. So if you have called without a name, then you can literally call for any other topic. It's actually the worst time to call the show.
So what we're going to do is we have a caller on the line. We do not know their name. We're going to ask them 3 questions to vibe out their personality and then guess their name. Caller 1, welcome to the show. Do not say your name.
How you going, fellas?
Good.
Very well.
It's always weird when you're not allowed to say your name, but you have to say hello.
Yes, agreed.
Now, we're going to ask you 3 questions. Lewis, do you want to go first?
Yep, I'll go first. Caller 1, when washing your hands in a public bathroom, do you prefer, when drying, to use the towel or the hand dryer?
Oh, the towel, of course.
Of course, very confident with the towel.
Interesting.
Okay.
I'm a hand dryer man. You give me a Dyson Airblade, you've got a happy Luke.
Already, from that answer, Luke, I'm thinking lower than 3-syllable name.
Yeah. Yeah, right, because it's basic behaviour.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe a lower than 3 syllables.
So it could be 2 syllables or 1.
For a second, I thought you
So
meant
there's actually
letters.
there's 2 numbers before 3.
But for a second, I thought you meant like, I don't know. I just thought syllables meant letters in my head, and I was like, "What's lower than what's lower than Tom?"
This is why you've never guessed it, because you don't know about the English language.
No.
Do you want to do your question?
Okay. Caller 1. Are we calling caller 1? All right.
Yeah.
Please describe your haircut in detail.
Ooh. Short sides, medium to long top, swept to the side, gelled a little bit.
Ooh, gel.
Gelled a
Not
little
mousse.
bit.
Interesting.
Okay.
Or wax. Actually, no one's using mousse.
Okay. Do you have? I've got one more. Do you have one?
I do have one.
Okay. How confident are you about your question, though?
Look, how confident are you?
Well, mine's. I feel will vibe out personality.
My one's to do with handkerchief usage.
Definitely got to go with yours, for sure.
Would you ever carry a handkerchief?
Only on a sweaty day.
Oh, so not a snot-related handkerchief.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna.
So okay.
Okay.
Let's recap.
It's got to be 2 syllables or less. I'm thinking, but that handkerchief, man.
And quite a simple haircut.
Quite a simple haircut.
And
Uses the hand dryer.
yeah, using the haircut. So if I'm picturing a guy, right? So he's just gone to the toilet. He's washed. He's dried off his hands with a towel, and then he. It's a hot day, so he gets out his handkerchief, and then, he wipes his short hair at the side, but then,
But not his nose.
I'd say that's a Josh any day.
Okay. Caller 1, is your name Josh?
No. Ooh.
What's your name?
Joel.
Oh! 2 letters different. Very close.
That's the closest I've ever gotten.
That's pretty good. And it was less than 3 syllables.
Yeah,
Less than 2
I was
even.
vibing Jay with 4 letters, just didn't get it.
Okay.
I could have gone with John, Josh, or Joel.
Well, Joel, thanks for playing. Keep
Thanks,
using
fellas.
that handkerchief in specific scenarios. It's Luke and Lewis, the Sunday Experiment. Luke and Lewis, Luke, it was your birthday. Or it's your birthday coming up.
Yes.
You celebrated it last night.
It is, and it's my birthday this weekend. Often on the show, haven't done it for a while, I guess. I got a busy life. I'm a busy guy, Lewis.
No.
Yep.
No,
And
I don't want to do
No.
this segment.
Lewis, personal errands on the show, solving all my problems on the radio.
Look, Radio Dave, button pusher, not happy with that. You didn't even give me a chance to state my case on why I do not like
We're
this
doing
segment.
it, man. And if you've never heard the segment before,
We're in it now.
It's a segment, obviously, where, I run some personal errands on the radio.
Some Luke would call it content and an idea. I would call it wasting everyone's time.
And I would call it personal gain and also getting paid for it. So I'm granted, I'm not even admitting it's good content. I'm just, I'm doing it for
taking advantage
personal,
of this.
Well, it's personal errands,
Yeah.
therefore But it's a segment where I need you guys, the listeners' help. If you're listening in the car, all right. This one's a bit of an odd one today. Past ones have been, one day I couldn't work out why my car keys weren't working, and people called up and said they had the same problem, and it was great, and we solved that problem on air.
Could have Googled it? Could have binged it?
No, would never bing it. Lewis.
Yeah.
I'm in a pickle this week. As you said, it's my birthday coming up.
Is this solvable with Google before you
No.
begin? As most
No.
of them are?
No.
No?
I
Okay.
swear this one isn't.
Okay.
A lot of people, like family members, close friends and stuff, have been like, "Oh, what do you want for your birthday?" You know, trying to get me to, give them some ideas. I got nothing. So on
Because you don't like anything.
No, I'm not. Don't really have that many interests. So 131060. What should I get for my birthday?
Keep in mind, Luke is the most basic person on the
Yeah.
planet. So if you call up with anything that involves spicy food or having fun
Yeah.
outside of seeing a movie or playing golf,
Yeah.
he'll hate it.
I don't even play golf. That's boring. 131060. What should I get for my birthday? I'm the type of guy who's just like happy with like a packet of twisties and a good conversation.
What have you gotten
know?
for previous birthdays?
Well, like for example, this is kind of how boring I am. For Christmas, my parents just got me a really expensive suitcase because
you need
because
it.
I sometimes travel with and it's like it's not even like a. Like, it's a cool gift.
So,
but
guys,
it's not
sorry,
really.
we've got a couple of callers. They've all just hung up because they were calling with the suitcase idea. He's already got one. But, backpack,
I don't know.
maybe?
I never know what I want because, like, I don't need... Man, I've got everything I need. But, like...
Okay, well, 131060, give us a call. What should Luke get for his birthday?
I need your help, guys. Please call.
131060. Luke and Lewis, it's a Sunday experiment, and unfortunately, we're doing this failed experiment.
Personal errands on the show, solving all my problems on the radio. Firstly, it's not
Solid diss?
Firstly, no, not your segment. So please never throw to the opener again.
Oh.
It's my job.
Okay.
Because I'm doing personal.
Sorry,
errands on
don't
the
throw to
radio.
this.
Sorry.
Don't do it.
Bad. Not that
Yeah.
quick.
Just
Right.
don't trust Dave.
Could
I
you
think.
do me a personal errand and refrain from ruining my segment?
Well,
Hey, man, when have I ever ruined one of yours? Don't answer that. Lewis,
Yep.
personal errands. It's where I get the listeners' help of things that I need to get done in my personal life.
Yep.
Often you argue that it's bad content. Often I have no counterpoints. But today we're doing 131060. What should I get for my birthday?
because you don't know.
It's my birthday this week, and I have no ideas. People keep asking
Yeah.
me. So, Elliot, what do you think I should get for my birthday?
Just cash, mate. Then you can get whatever else you want.
Sure, it's the universal voucher.
That is a good.
Absolutely.
That's good.
And it works everywhere as well.
It does, or some places don't take cash, actually. So,
What place doesn't take cash, Luke? That you would go to?
Card only. Oh, yeah, none that I would go to.
Yeah.
No. But definitely there'd be some that only take.
Well, thanks for the suggestion, Elliot. Eleanor, what should Luke get for his birthday?
I would probably ask for a Woolies gift voucher or even like a 7-Eleven gift voucher because then they can pay for like your petrol and groceries.
Yeah, you're
pretty
implying that I am mature and shop for groceries.
Well, get them delivered then.
Oh,
that's
no,
good.
I live at home with my parents, so I'm just
Oh,
saying.
gosh, honey.
Yeah. Hey, I'm 22, all right?
Yeah, but you're on the radio.
Yeah, on Sundays.
We make $200 a week here.
I don't think we're supposed to say that.
No,
Hey, the truth is out, all right? We're not paying rent off this. That's why we're doing errands instead of good content.
Jeez, this just hurt my feelings.
Thanks for calling, Eleanor.
Man.
Noelia, what should Luke get for his birthday?
Hello. I think you should get a voucher to go to a play centre, like one of those little kiddie play centres, and just have the whole place to yourself, and jump on the trampolines and go down the slides, and
Can you go there when no kids are there? Because if you go there when lots of kids are there, I mean, you may be leaving in a police car.
Just a fact. Yeah, that is a good idea. Maybe if I could go there at night. Like one time I played laser tag overnight, like with a bunch of friends.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, like we booked out the whole place, and it kind of got boring after about an hour. But like,
all right, well then that's what you got asked for.
I'll probably just go the supermarket vouchers, and I don't know. Or maybe I should just like ask my parents for money so I can pay rent.
Luke and Lewis.
This is the Sunday Experiment with Luke and Lewis.
Luke and Lewis for the Sunday Experiment. We're joined by a very special guest. Welcome Conrad Sewell to the show.
How are you, boys?
Very well. You've just come back from LA, we hear?
Yes. Well, I live over there now, so I'm back for a couple of weeks. But,
cool.
Yeah.
And how's all the new? You've written a new album.
I have, yes. It's called Life.
Yes.
It's available for pre-order now.
I like the
Go
plug.
get it.
Straight away, the plug.
Good.
It's good.
It's my first body of work, full body, full length.
Because you've dropped a fair few singles in the past, which I thought you had an album.
Yeah.
Because I've heard so many of your songs.
Yeah. Yeah, man. That's the thing. It's kind of taken a long time to get it together. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yes, so all those singles will be on it, plus a lot more.
It seems to be quite common now where an artist has heaps of singles before they have the album almost.
Yeah, I mean, I guess a lot of people don't even like believe in the whole thing of an album anymore, because like singles is the world we're living in. You know what I mean? Like kids get sick of music very quickly, I guess.
Yeah.
So, but for me, it's like I wanted to make a body of work. It sort of tells my story, and there's I feel like all the big artists still drop albums.
I think they're important. Like it's just an opportunity for someone to step into just your world for 40 minutes or
exactly.
however long it is.
I'd say the existing fans will already appreciate an album, and also you'll get more.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. So yeah, I'm very excited, and it's a hard thing to do. It's a hard thing to get the a label that believes in it and wants to put it out and stuff like that, and it's it's an expensive exercise. So it's exciting that it's happening.
Now, Conrad, you're known, well, I don't know if you're known for it, but at least with my mum, when I said I was coming in here to do this, so we're interviewing Conrad Sewell today, and she said,
Mum's a fan, is she?
She said, is that the nice boy with the luscious long blonde hair?
Yeah.
And I said, you are correct.
We're going for that whole boy next door thing, long hair.
That's good.
So I did have a hair-related question to ask. We're doing a hair race currently on our show, because I think I've got slow hair, so I'm not going to cut my hair for ages, right? How long did it take for you to grow your hair to that length?
I actually have fast hair, so it goes
You got speedy hair.
Speedy hair, yeah.
So you're like Lewis. He's a fast hair. I got slow hair.
I'm currently winning the hair race by
within
a
a
few
week.
millimeters.
Lewis
He's
is
a
already
hairy
like
man.
4 mil ahead, which is insane.
To answer your question, I've always kind of had long hair. Someone once told me that you're only young once, and so might as well be a rock star.
Yeah, right.
So
That's true. You don't see too many 80-year-olds with luscious blonde hair.
No.
See, I'm not.
There's a window for
But I
it.
think you need to I will chop it off eventually, but there needs
Right.
to be some moment in my career before I do that.
Yeah, okay.
I feel like you do that just before you have the biggest year of your life, kind of thing.
Yeah, and then you
Right.
just shave your head,
Yeah.
get some face tattoos.
Grammy week, you rock up at the Grammys, and he shaved his head. Wow.
That's true.
See, I'm not doing it to be a rock star. I'm just doing it to prove a point to my friend that I do have a slow hair. I reckon it'll take me about a year and a half to get it to your length.
Really?
I don't know how
Are
long.
you
I'm
actually
looking forward to
gonna
the
go
next
that
time we
Man,
talk to see how long
Conrad's
it is.
he's inspiring me here. I was considering cutting it in May, but now I might just kick on, man.
The thing
Just
is,
go
I have
for it.
long hair, but I wear it up all the time now, so it's kind of pointless. I might as well just cut it.
Yeah, I mean, but
But
won't
then
it
your
look-
mum would know who I was. You know what I mean?
Exactly, and you
Yeah.
need Sharon Kidgell's approval, or otherwise, man.
I'm here all about the mums. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Do you get many mums to your shows?
dude, I only get mums to my shows.
Right.
Do you get many? Do you get
Me
many
and
mums
Shaz will be
backstage
there.
though?
How do we make me a bit cooler so I can have some younger kids come to my shows? Can we make? Can we
Man,
make that
you don't
happen?
need to
Are
do
you guys?
Man, that's why you're on here
Oh, no?
because
Okay,
we
cool,
only
sweet.
have young kids.
No,
listening
but
to the
Nah,
show.
I'm
also-
happy, man. The mums buy the tickets, so it's all good.
And also, my mum still is a big fan of our show. So,
Okay.
Your mum's cool.
yeah.
All right, we're going to take a quick break and play Conrad Sewell's latest single, Love Me Anyway, and you can pre-order his upcoming debut album, Life Now, and tickets to his national tour are available at conradofficial.com. Luke and Lewis for the Sunday Experiment. That was Conrad Sewell's latest single, Love Me Anyway, and we are still joined by the man himself in studio with us.
Yes, I'm still here.
Now, Conrad, Lewis, my co-host here, now don't be offended. He has a very bad knowledge of pop culture all the time
hear
with
this,
guests.
yeah.
He thought Shepherd the band were a suburb once in our show.
Which, you know, I mean, not that different.
One time you did a little voice recording from our show and it said, "Hey guys, it's Conrad Sewell here." He thought Conrad Sewell was a band. So
I don't know.
Now-
no, here's the thing. I thought Conrad was a person, but Sewell was a band.
so you thought it was Conrad from Sewell the band.
It's like your job to be across these things.
Yeah, well,
And,
clearly we're not very good at our jobs. Now, what we've done today is Lewis, before the show, he's been doing a Conrad cram.
I'm
which
trying
is,
to make it up to you.
He tried to learn as
like
much about you in about 10 minutes as possible, and now we're going to quiz him. Now, you verify that these are correct things, right?
Okay.
And I guess you can judge Lewis as he goes along.
So, Luke, you've pulled up the questions.
Yeah, would you like Conrad to read you the questions? Maybe
Yeah,
Conrad, you
okay.
can read the questions. And
Okay.
all right, let's see
Have
how
you written
Lewis
the
goes.
answers on there as
Yeah,
well?
I have, in
You
case Conrad
Conrad
forgets.
probably won't need them.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point. Okay. How old is Conrad?
Conrad,
I mean, myself.
So weird.
How old am I?
definitely keep up the third person. Conrad is 25.
Wrong.
Any
Oh,
research?
no.
Conrad wishes he was 25.
He just said it in the last
27?
break, by the way.
Really?
He's not even listening to the interview.
I'm not even here. How old's Conrad?
Conrad is 30.
Oh, man, you know everything.
Yeah, he's from.
What a compliment, though.
Conrad's like, he's getting on. All right, next question. True or false? Has Conrad ever done a song with Steve Aoki?
Okay. I know you've done a lot of songs with DJs, but I'm going to say false. That's a trick question.
Oh, well done.
Correct, yes.
Hey.
It was
Now-
Avicii.
Now,
I
to be
don't
fair,
remember
I didn't
Avicii
actually
and
know that.
Kygo.
That was a guess. I knew Avicii.
Peachy, there we go.
Okay.
So we got one right. For
Yeah.
me. What is Conrad's URL?
Like a website.
ConradOfficial.com.
Oh.
Just said it before.
Good. That was a dumb question. I shouldn't have put that on.
This is easy. I know
I didn't
everything
realize
about
you were going to
Conrad.
do the plug.
Okay. Conrad's full name is.
Conrad Sewell?
No.
No. Oh, middle name?
Yeah.
Conrad David Sewell.
No,
Did you
how
even do any
how do you not
cramming?
know this? You didn't even study.
I've done a little bit of cramming, but obviously not enough.
Conrad's full name is Conrad Ignatius Mario Maximilian Sewell when he's referring to himself in the third person.
Yes. Now,
That's an
for extra
incredible
points,
name.
spell that.
Spell Ignatius.
Mm.
IGNATIOUS.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
There we go.
I
Bonus
was
points.
100% thinking
Okay,
you'd
now
get
can I
that
just
wrong.
make some questions up?
Yeah,
Yeah.
go.
Okay.
This is off the top of the dome.
To see if you. Okay.
Okay.
What was Conrad Sewell's?
Still doing third person.
I like this. I'm going to only refer to myself.
It feels
as third
it feels
person
way less rude that
When-
you're talking about Conrad instead of
now. How
being
much of a
faced with
dickhead is
him.
Conrad Sewell? Yeah. What's okay? Where is Conrad Sewell? Where was Conrad Sewell born?
Australia.
Which part of Australia?
part
I
of
know this
Australia?
one.
Okay.
Dude.
WA.
Dude, you didn't do
Hey,
any
come
research,
on.
man. So embarrassing.
What is Conrad Sewell's favorite
It was Brisbane, by the
TV
way.
show?
Favorite TV show? Growing up, favorite TV show would have to be Hey Hey It's Saturday.
I think you're just failing, bro. I think you lose. You
Yeah,
you
you
didn't.
lose.
I think
pass
I've
the
lost.
test.
And it's embarrassing. And the next time we get a guest on, try harder.
Yeah, I've lost that, and I feel incredibly rude
What
and
is your
embarrassed.
favourite TV show?
My favorite TV show as a kid growing up was Dawson's Creek and The OC. I'm like, I was pretty, I wasn't that
OC
cool.
was good.
The OC was great.
Cool.
You know. Anyway.
Well, the
now you know.
that's always good to know. Now, Conrad, the new single "Love Me Anyway," go get that, and also the tickets for tours on
guys. I
sale.
appreciate it. Yeah, tickets are on sale now for the tour.
Biggest tour you've ever done, I
It's
believe.
my biggest tour, and I'm bringing
Amazing.
my sister with me. She's a great little singer as well, so
That's really
she's
cool.
gonna be opening up for me.
There's one thing I've always wanted to ask you about is your sister featured on the song "You Don't Know Me"?
Yes.
Now, did she ever see a video go around of a guy ignoring signs to that song on the internet?
No, but I haven't even seen that. Is it good?
Oh.
Why is it you?
It's got
a video I made to the song got about 500 million views online.
Yeah.
And I always wanted to know if Grace had seen.
I mean,
the
maybe
song.
she would have. Maybe she had.
Have
I
you
just haven't seen it.
You haven't seen, and I did like 3 parts and everything. I did like it was good.
Luke did a whole
And then
tour.
I never got like paid any money because it got demonetized and all the money went to your sister. So I hope I made her a few dollars. So you're welcome, Sony. I've given you about $500 million worth of revenue there.
That's amazing.
Great. Well, always good to know that she never saw that. That's very humbling.
Sorry, mate. Hey, Conrad, thanks for being with us. We're going to go to a song. We'll see you later. Luke and Lewis across the country for the Sunday Experiment. Luke, as you know, on this show, I've made a big promise to myself and all the listeners that no matter how hot it gets throughout summer, I would not wear jeans.
And you did that, and I'm very proud of you. You wear jeans to the gym.
Yep.
You wore jeans in the shower. You wore it's got ridiculous by the
jeans
end.
on the beach. I even recorded an entire song.
It don't matter how hot it gets. I'm wearing jeans.
Incredible song, might I say myself.
Yep, you can say that yourself. I'm not going to say it.
Now, I want to give you an update because the challenge is over. I
Yep.
made it all the way through summer. So I'm allowed to take my jeans off. But the problem is, Luke, it has now just become jeans weather.
Yep.
So I've gone all the way through
You're
summer.
so sick of jeans.
I'm sick of jeans. And I've been wearing jeans on flights, at the beach, in the shower, every single day for about 70, 80 days.
Yeah.
And right now I'm wearing jeans, and I've noticed very recently just a general dull ache in my legs that's ever present because I've been wearing jeans for way
they're
too long.
restrictive.
Yeah, they're skinny jeans as well.
I can't believe you wear them to the gym. Like, you just wear trackies.
I'm sorry. I think you misunderstand the challenge. It's jeans all summer.
Well, it's not summer anymore.
Yeah, that's true. But the problem is, mate, I think I'll wear shorts during when I go to the gym. But at the moment, my legs just hurt, and I don't have any other pants, and it's jeans weather. I can't walk around in shorts now. It's getting cold.
I don't know what you want me to do about it. This is all this is your fault. This is
my fault.
self-inflicted aches.
But you know what? Sometimes when it comes to aching bones, the best way to get around it is just to talk with a friend who cares.
All right. Well, Dave, do you want to talk about it with Lewis?
Okay, wait. So are you not my friend, or do you not care?
I don't care.
Okay, good. Almost hurt my feelings. Dave, my legs hurt. Help.
You should see a doctor.
Oh, that's actually a good suggestion. Didn't even think of that.
131060. Are you a medical professional? Give us a call.
131060. Don't call.
The Sunday Experiment with Luke and Lewis. Happens when you combine one studio, 2 new hosts, and the ability to broadcast to the entire nation. Nothing can possibly go wrong. Well, let's find out. This is the Sunday Experiment with Luke and Lewis.
That's right, it's Luke and Lewis, the Sunday Experiment across the nation. We have been conducting a hair-growing race between the two of us, Luke, for the last 3 weeks.
Yep, I've been just every day waking up, growing, putting in a lot of energy. I've actually been Googling ways to stimulate hair growth.
Right.
I found out this week of a listener of the show, actually, as to why you're beating me so far.
Okay.
Yeah, there is a scientific reason. But I've been trying to catch up drastically this week.
We'll see.
And the results are coming up after this. Yeah, because it started off where I thought I had slow hair.
And you know what? You're about to be proven correct, mate.
Well,
I've got a good feeling about it.
worry.
We don't know the results yet.
No, we don't, but I'm very concerned. But also, when our producer measured my hair before the show, she went, "Ooh."
Okay.
Which kind of gives me a little false sense of hope.
Although she also did that to me last week. Maybe she's just really excited about the hair race. Could be. But that's coming up after this. And later we'll be joined by Nick Kappa, Luke and Lewis. Luke and Lewis for the Sunday Experiment. Luke, there's a very famous book which was then turned into a very famous movie called The Great Race, where people raced all around the globe.
That was one of the 3 films at my grandma's house as a kid. Yeah, Shark Tale, Chicken Run, and The Great Race. So I watched that probably 20 times as a kid.
And The Great Race is great, but what would make it even greater is hair.
Yes.
The Great Hair Race, which is what we've been doing.
Yes, we've been having a 3-week-long, quite intensive hair race, which involves 2 contestants actively growing hair at their regular rate.
Yes.
Obviously, we've been doing a lot of... I've actually tried to
Well, you
cheat
say
this
regular.
week.
I've been speeding along.
Well, that's the thing. I wasn't speeding along, so it's the final week this week. You're currently beating me. And the problem is I got hit up by a listener of the show who felt bad for me that they were losing. And they said, hey, man, I think I know why Lewis is beating you. It's because he clearly combs his hair, which you do to slick it back.
Yes.
Apparently combing your hair or brushing your hair stimulates the hair follicles more, so it actually is scientifically proven that makes your hair grow faster.
Okay.
So this week I've been combing away after every shower. Quick comb.
I
try
thought
to
you've
get
been
that
looking quite
quick
groomed
growing.
recently.
Yeah,
That
and it's
must
because
be
I've
why.
just been trying to really make up some growing.
Okay, right. Well, we have our producer Ebony, who has the what we started at, and also week 2, and the final week 3 measurements. She's going to run us through them, and we're going to find out who has won the Great Hair Race.
I'm so nervous.
Okay, so our first measurement started with Luke in at 8.7 centimetres. Last week, when we measured Luke's hair, he had 2 millimetres of growth, going up to 8.9 centimetres. And today, Luke's measures in at 9.4 centimetres, which all up is a growth of 7 millimetres.
7 millimetres.
Pretty happy with that.
That's pretty good.
I worry though that yours
Watch me
like
coming with the big centimetre, mate. Here I come.
Wasn't yours like 5 millimetres last week? I think. I'm nervous.
I'm feeling the big ceno.
Oh no.
All right, for Lewis, we started with a growth of 13.1 centimetres. The second week,
Here we come.
he measured in at 13.7 millimetres.
Oh dear.
And this week,
I'm on 14.
our final results, Lewis has measured in at 14.1 centimetres, which is 1 centimetre growth.
The big seno! I've done it!
Wow.
I've
and
got
you know
fast
what?
hair.
Man, well done. Firstly, congratulations.
Thank you, mate.
It's a pleasure to grow hair with you. And
Stiff competition.
you're one of the best, man. You're clearly you're a fast grower. And well, this whole thing was to kind of prove my point, which it kind of did. I got slow hair, mate.
Yeah.
I got the slowest hair in the game.
And you know what? To all the listeners who didn't believe in me, because I often get accused of going bald, I'm not. I just have a massive forehead, and I've just proved it.
Oh, I mean,
with the big center.
If we were doing a receding hairline race, you'd be killing me as well.
Luke and Lewis, Sunday Experiment. Luke, as you know, I'm quite a savvy investor.
No. You've recently lost a lot of money on a non-savvy investment.
Okay, look, you can't win them all, man. I'm saying you can't.
Did you win any?
Yeah. I came out on top with cryptocurrency a little bit, and you know what? Put a bit more money back in, still on top a little bit.
Okay.
Might lose my house. Actually, I don't have a house because I keep buying crypto.
Your share game recently has been...
My share game has not been going well.
I mean, by the way, I never thought we'd be the radio show to be talking about shares and
you know
things
what,
like
Luke?
that.
We shouldn't be.
No, because you're not a savvy investor, and neither am I. So this is two guys just having no idea what they're talking about.
Guys listening at home, don't take our advice.
Yep.
Just laugh at our pain.
Yep.
More specifically mine. So I invested...
don't group me into your losing money stereotype.
I invested $1,000.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money into a...
To put that in perspective, that's 5 weeks of this radio show.
I saved up for a long time, and I thought, you know what? This company is going to get me out of the radio business.
Just look at you trying to quit the show in your spare time.
Right, so I invested in a company, and guys, it sounds like an amazing idea when you hear it. It's a robot that builds houses with brick in a controlled environment, not outside, doesn't know how to use cement yet.
Yeah,
Luke,
so when you explain it like that, it actually doesn't sound like a great idea.
there's a lot of caveats to this business idea. Now, Luke, I invested $1,000 a few weeks ago. Would you like to know how much money I have now?
Yeah.
I have.
Hang on, can I guess?
Yeah.
Is it below 500?
little bit higher.
Okay. Is it below 700?
Yes.
614.
Oh, close. 609.
Oh.
So, I've lost $391
Yeah.
there. So,
Are you
I
gonna
hate
sell?
that robot. I think it's rusty.
Are you gonna sell it?
No, I believe in the technology, man. It's just a little dip. We're
man.
going up there. I'm a pioneer, man.
Stop believing.
So 131060. Is there anyone out there that feels my pain? Have you made a dumb investment? So give us a call on 131060. It doesn't have to be a business.
No.
Maybe you've bought shoes that you tried to sell and it just never got them sold.
131060. Have you made a dumb investment, Lewis? I've made a dumb investment. It was you and my brother at the time in cryptocurrency was kind of big last year. They convinced me to put $500 in Ripple. Dude, I don't even know how much it's worth. I don't care. In my head, I've just written that money off as a bit of a laugh.
I remember when you put in, and if it's at the number that it's at now, you'd probably have about $50. So 131060, when have you made a dumb investment? Could be about anything. Give us a call, Luke and Lewis. Luke and Lewis, the Sunday Experiment. We are talking dumb investments because, Luke, recently I became a savvy investor that made several mistakes.
Yep. You lost a lot of money.
I put $1,000 into a robot brick building company. It's a robot that builds a brick house.
And you've almost lost half your money.
Pretty much half, yeah. But you know what? The share market is close at the moment. On Monday, it's definitely going to rocket up there.
Man, it's gone down half in 3 weeks. I wouldn't be surprised if you had negative money. Can that happen?
No,
you
it
lose it
just
all.
goes to zero.
Yeah.
But then the shares are cheaper, so you can buy more.
Hey man, just go to the casino. You'll have better luck.
So Luke, you've also made some dumb investments.
Yeah, my brother at the time and a little bit of your influence made me kind of. It was my decision, but I was easily peer pressured into getting on the cryptocurrency bandwagon.
Right at the top,
late
just before it
2017
crashed.
or early 2018, I forget. And I put $500 into Ripple, and I never saw that money again.
At today's prices, Luke would have $50.
Yeah.
And Owen, welcome to the show. You've made a dumb investment?
Made some horrible investments in my life.
Okay, tell us about it.
Most recent one was investing my time listening to this radio show, actually.
Okay, great, right. And what was your next one?
That's all.
Or was that your big punchline?
Great, man.
Hey, man, you know what's even...
I really didn't do very well.
Hey,
well, we can tell you about that. You know what I wasn't happy investing in? Your call.
Right? Fox probably shouldn't have invested in me investing.
That's true. Well, hey, Owen, thanks for calling. Luke and Lewis, it's a Sunday Experiment, and we're joined by very special guest Nick Capper, comedian. Welcome to the show.
Hi, guys. It's great to be in the studio at a radio station.
You were definitely excited on the way in. There was a picture of Fev on the way in.
Not just a picture,
I did
cardboard
see you
cutout.
pop a shackers at Fev while walking into the studio, who is not here. He's just a cardboard cutout.
But man,
but the excitement's here. It's good.
You got to
good
milk the
energy.
moment, all right?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I've only been on like community radio where can't even afford cardboard.
Well, mate,
let alone a cardboard Fev. A cardboard Fev.
You've made it to the big leagues, man. There's another picture of Fev on the bin there if you want to give him a shackers as well.
No, the adventures never stop in commercial radio.
See, that sounded. I just realized that sounded like Lewis was jokingly paying out Fev, but there actually is a picture of Fev on the bin.
So I don't know who here is bullying Fev at work. So
it is wild here, I tell you that.
It's the Wild West.
Now, Nick, you got the new show Pig in the City.
Yeah.
You've already done Adelaide, already done Perth.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's it all been going?
Oh, man, it's been a whirlwind tour. You know, my limo's broken down a few times.
Yeah.
You got a limo on tour?
Yeah,
He's going pretty well.
Yeah,
what colour is it?
Hey, never mind that. Let's just talk about the way the tour is going. And
Okay.
I tell you what, there has been some people have had enough comedy. They have walked out in the first 15 minutes.
So there's so much comedy that they're like,
so much comedy.
Can't handle any more, and they leave.
They have walked out angrily because they're like, I want to stay, but I can't laugh anymore.
Sorry, Nick, that sounds like people might be angry at the jokes you're telling rather than...
No.
Are you sure?
No, word on the street is that Nick never bombs.
I never bomb.
I don't know if you've ever
I've never had a bad show.
Nick Capper on Instagram. It's Capper Flapper if you want to give it a follow. But
I have heard of the
man.
myth.
The man never bombs. Look, yeah, it's a myth, but I've actually from what I've seen, not a myth.
So guys, that's what I wanted to ask you guys about. What's it like?
Yeah.
What's it like bombing?
I got to say, man, it's brutal. And how long have you been in comedy for?
Oh, man, 11 years.
You've never bombed in 11 years?
Not one bad gig.
That's incredible. How do you do it? What's your secret?
You know...
Is it just misinterpreting why people are leaving, or is it just not bombing?
You know, you got to keep subjects fresh.
Yep.
You know, like I don't know, agriculture, Port Arthur, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff.
Right.
You got to keep things good. You got to look cool. Obviously, I look cool. I sound great.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm an intelligent guy.
Yeah.
I've ridden. I've
7 times 3.
Yeah. I've read the dictionary.
21.
Like,
I'll answer it for him.
Yeah, exactly. 21. You know what I mean? 21.
It still took you a long time, even after Luke said the answer.
Yeah. Mine like a steel trap, okay? You know, like, Muhammad Ali, he floats like a butterfly, stings like a bee. I'm like, I'm funny. Yeah.
Well, Nick, what we're going to do is we're going to go to a song. If you want to catch Nick at the Melbourne Comedy Festival, where are you,
Guys,
Nick?
I've had enough laughs. I'm probably just going to leave.
Yeah, I'm getting really angry, actually.
The security guard's here. He wants to escort me out because I'm too funny. Like, it's crazy.
Well, where can people see you?
Man, I'm at the Greek Centre at 9:30.
This is Melbourne Comedy Festival.
Melbourne Comedy Festival, and then I'm in Sydney at some point. I forget when. But
Google
I'm in
it,
Sydney
guys.
in May. I mean, Google it, you morons. Like, what are you?
All right, morons, we're going to go to a song and we'll be back after this. Luke and Lewis. Nick will be with us after the break. Luke and Lewis, the Sunday Experiment. We're still joined by comedian Nick Capper, who, before the song, called all of you guys morons. So thanks for that, man.
Yeah. Learn how to use a computer, you idiot. Why even listen to the radio? Like, you can listen to the radio on your computer. No, I'm joking.
Well,
no,
so...
listen to me, please. Don't give kick. Oh, the security's here. Too many laughs.
So, Nick, you're here to promote your upcoming shows in Melbourne, Sydney, and Newcastle. You're doing a tour called Pig in the City, which you can Google if you want to find more information about.
Just Google it. Yeah.
And now we have a rule on our show where you're not allowed to plug something just willy-nilly. You got to earn that plug.
All right, great.
And that rule applies to us too. I'm not allowed to plug my shows, which are also coming up at the Comedy Festival.
Hey, that's enough.
And I was
That's
testing
enough.
Lewis because and it's a good thing he stopped me.
Now, so seeing as both we have a bit of a plug competition here to see who gets to plug their show.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do is I have 2 questions each for you about specialty topics that I know both of you are experts about.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, Nick, you're an expert in agriculture, I'm told.
Ah, yes, I am.
Yes?
I am.
Very
Yeah.
I
confident
heard
about
that you're Australia's leading agricultural comedian.
I am Australia's leading comedian in agriculture.
And Luke, you're an expert in just percussion, banging on
I'm a
things.
percussion enthusiast.
Oh, man. That's great.
Yeah.
I never knew this about you.
Nah, well, neither did I until about a month ago. When
What
I
did you do it for street cred or what?
Yeah, man, it's cool.
Also to sell tickets because his tour is called the Tambourine Tour.
Yeah, well, I was single for a bit there as well a few months ago, and that helped seal the deal.
Okay, so first question going to Nick Capper.
Yeah.
How many pig producers are there in Australia?
Oh, pig producers. All right. Yeah, so I'm trying to think. There's Ingham's. I think there's only 3 to 4 pig producers in Australia.
You have misunderstood the question.
Okay.
Pig farmers.
Oh, pig farmers in Australia?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Don't know. I have no idea.
All right.
What do you think I am?
Some kind of agricultural expert?
You think I'm Professor X or something? Or I could got like a cerebro or it hooks up to pig farmers?
Approximately 2,700. Okay.
You were close.
Yeah, that's...
Luke, percussion expert.
Yep, I'm going to nail this.
Okay. Name an untuned percussion instrument.
The triangle.
Oh.
Correct.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh,
You
sorry.
can't tune a triangle, dude.
Of course. I knew
Okay.
that.
All right.
Yeah, but you could bend it the wrong way or something.
That would be a broken instrument. Nick, name your favourite tractor.
Oh, my favourite tractor is the John Deere 8560.
Correct.
Yes.
Hang on, this
For a
isn't
bonus
fair.
point, what does it look like?
It's big and green. It doesn't. It's got dual wheels on the back, but only got single wheels on the front.
Don't know for sure, assuming correct.
Yes.
Okay, Luke, for your final questions. Question: There are many different classes of percussion instruments. Name one Latin percussion instrument.
Hang on, how come I didn't get an opinion-based question?
You
You didn't ask me what's my favourite type of percussion, and then for a bonus point...
I'll fill this one.
Yep.
Tamburinius Bellius.
Correct.
Yes.
He's got it. Congratulations, Nick
I
Kappa.
don't know Latin.
You may
Moron.
plug your show.
Yes, please come to Nick Kappa Pig in the City. It's the best show. It's in Newcastle, Sydney, and Melbourne.
Google
So
it
please
for
come
tickets and information. Nick Kappa, Pig in the City. And Luke, please do not plug your show.
Doesn't Nick get to win an anti-plug for me as well? That was discussed off air, where if he won this competition, he
Okay.
could also trash my show for a minimum of 13 seconds.
That's true. You've earned an anti-plug. 30 seconds. Tell people why they should not see the Tambourine Tour by Luke Kidgel.
Do you like having rabies or convulsions? Then please goes to Luke Kidgel's show.
All right. That's your 30 seconds up. It's Luke and Lewis. Thanks, Nick.
Thank you. Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Luke and Lewis, the Sunday experiment. That brings us to the end of the show, guys, but we will be back next week.
Yes, Lewis, just before we end it, Dad has just sent through a text.
Your family are always just giving constant feedback
on the show. Yeah, Mum and Dad were listening to our hair race before where you triumphantly beat me with
Yes.
you got a whole centimetre of hair growth in the last 3 weeks.
It's a big ceno, as we call it in the industry.
Yeah, I only got 7 millimetres, which is pretty embarrassing.
It's the 7 millo.
Yeah, Dad just sent through a text saying, "Hey mate, Mum said he can't even win a hair race. He's a great disappointment." So thanks for that, Mum and Dad. Appreciate the support.
You know, I don't think every single time your parents text, I don't think we've ever had a positive text
It's
yet.
never been like,
Are
loving
you okay?
the show, boys.
I don't think they like the show. Hey, Luke's parents, why are you listening? You don't like it.
No, they do like it.
They just don't like you.
No, I was going to say, I think they love your contribution on the show. They go, we
that's
think
good.
Lewis is great.
Well, hey, I'll see you guys for dinner soon. Luke can wait outside. That brings it in the show, guys. Make sure you check out Luke and Lewis on social media. We post the entire full film show onto YouTube, and there's the podcast version to catch up on if you missed anything. We'll be back next week. See you later.
Bye.
That's it? We made it? We're still on air. Okay. We're back the same time next week for another Sunday experiment with Luke.
Hot diggity dog, podcasters. How's it going?
Nah.
No? I thought
Hot
for ages.
diggity dog.
I thought for
I
so
saw
long.
you thinking about it, and
Yeah.
I was like, he's going to come up with something good, and then hot diggity dog.
Well, you come up with something, man.
Hey, lickety split, podcasters.
Nah, that's worse. That's definitely worse. That makes me want to leave.
And hot diggity dog makes you want to stay?
No, that just makes me want to cry.
All right.
That's the end of the show, guys. Go and see Luke at the Comedy Festival
Yeah,
in
the
Melbourne.
Comedy Festival starts this week. If you're a couple of weeks behind on the podcast, though, don't worry. I'm doing till April 14th, so
Yes.
doing 3 weeks. So definitely get down to the Tambourine Tour.
Yes, go see it. And where else are you going? Sydney?
Then after that, I'm
Oh, you've done
going to
Sydney.
Queensland.
Queensland.
In Sunshine Coast, Brisbane, biggest show I've ever done.
So
Live
if you love
taping.
singlets and thongs,
Yep.
you're from Brisbane. So
Yeah.
go and see Luke's show.
And then the Gold Coast, then I go to Hobart, Adelaide, Albury, and Canberra.
Oh, we were supposed to bring Ebony in for this podcast message. Oh, hang on. Hey, Ebony, come in here. We want to talk to you.
Yeah, she's coming in now. She's not
You
complying.
come on.
So reason why we want to speak to Ebony is because before the show, she was photoshopping a picture of Lewis's forehead.
Luke and I had a very special guest on, Conrad Sewell. You just heard the interview.
Yeah.
Big guest. And basically what happened is we took a photo.
Yeah.
Ebony's coming in now. We'll run it through. Hey, Ebony, welcome to the show. Microphone 4.
Yeah, jump on mic 4.
Hey, Ebony.
Hi.
So we're just talking about the photo that we took.
You've actually
with
got the photo
Conrad
there, which is
Sewell.
good. You've got it for reference.
Yes, I have it up for certain reasons. We'll
So
get to that.
generally, because I'm so tall and the roof is quite low, what happens is the lights here just light my forehead up, and I look like I've got a giant LCD panel on my forehead.
Yes.
Now,
And you do always have a solar panel forehead, but it particularly looks like
in here, it
yeah.
always ruins photos, and we always have to move around or just post a bad photo. Now, we did this with Conrad Sewell. We took a bad photo and we forgot to take a good one. But Ebony, you assured us that you'd be able to fix the glowing forehead with Photoshop.
And well, I caught you before the show having a bit of a dabble where you were like kind of wiping out the light from Lewis's forehead. You then sent us the photo, and Be honest. Do you think that's good enough?
Okay, so
Do you actually think that's
Look
good?
at it.
We're going to post the
We'll
photo
post the
on my
picture
Instagram,
on our
Lou Spears.
Yep.
Do you think that that's a good Photoshop job?
It looks like, it is what it looks like. It looks like you went into Microsoft Paint, got a color that looks a bit like a skin color, and then just scribbled over his forehead a bit.
I look like I've got a massive Band-Aid on my head. That's what it looks like. Looks like I've got a big gash in
It
my
does.
forehead.
It looks like someone's bandaged up his forehead.
No, okay, so I thought it was fine, but I literally just got a message from my boyfriend that says, Did you Photoshop Lewis's forehead?
Wait, have you posted that?
Where did you post
posted
it?
it.
Where?
On the Sunday Experiment
Oh,
Instagram.
that's the official
I'm about
page.
to delete it. I'm sorry.
My son was not going to post
We
that.
realized as soon as I saw it, I went, "Oi, Lewis, I don't know if she's joking or not." Like,
Because we only saw
Have
you
you
when
ever
you just
used-
started. It was looking okay, but that's horrendous.
have you ever used Photoshop before?
Yeah, I thought I was pretty good at it.
Hey, maybe take some classes and we'll get back to you. But thanks for giving it a go. That's what the experiment's
Thank
all
God you didn't
about.
have a crack at my face.
No, you couldn't fix that. Hey, also, Luke is not going to be here next week because you're
No.
doing your show.
Doing my show at the Comedy Festival, but we have a star replacement, a very
Yes.
good friend of ours.
Yeah.
He's another comedian.
He's a radio host. Josh
And you know
Perring
what?
is going to be hosting
Kinda
the show
looks
with me.
A bit weirdly like me.
Yeah.
Like also looks like every guy ever. So honestly, if you're watching the podcast, you probably won't even realize the difference.
You really won't. And I mean, he's the type of guy to wear T-shirts and a flanny. And like, that's
Yeah.
kind of all you need if you want to replace Luke. Is
Yeah.
just another guy.
Yeah. Oh, shops at Cotton On. Great. Get him
So
in.
there is a show next week. Luke won't be here, but it'll still be a banger regardless. All right, we're going to see you. Goodbye. See Luke at the show. Hot diggity
Lickety
dog.
split.
No, mine was better. Yours was awful.